Hello, everybody. Happy Monday afternoon. My name is Elise, and welcome to my tea table. It's Monday. That means it's time to talk about dignified hospitality. I've been doing this segment for almost a year now. I mean, it's been a year since I started streaming. Really, I can't believe how fast all the time has gone by. But on Mondays, I like to come on stream and talk about current updates. Hey T-Bar, how's it going, guys? Welcome to the stream. Talk about current updates, what's going on in the restaurant industry, what's going on in the hospitality industry, and of course, open up the conversation for discussing how we can bring more dignity to the hospitality industry. Now, you may notice this strange fella here dining with me, but today I'm talking about the new era of dining and where investment in the restaurant industry is going, and so I thought it'd be fun to stream with my buddy Nick here. Usually Nick comes in on Tuesdays. He's gonna hate me when he comes here and sees that I'm streaming with him like this. Hey T-Terrace, how's it going? How's it going? Blessed Monday to you. Blessed Monday to you. Definitely not the most elegant dining that's happening at my tea table now, but you know, it's all the same. I just love his face. It's like pure bliss and happiness. That's what I love so much about it. And on stream here on Twitch and the rest of the internet, I am hanging out in my friend's food truck as he prepares for his dinner crowd that's going to come through. I'm going to have a short stream today. I don't have a whole bunch of programming going on, and on top of that, I'm actually having we have a weekly meeting in our Topia virtual tea house that will be starting in about half an hour. So I'll certainly spend some time hanging out with you guys here for a second before I go over there. And I do have some articles to share. I did find a really interesting article in Restaurant Business Magazine that published today titled "With the End of the Pandemic in Sight, Investors Eye Casual Dining." And so I think it's about time that we start talking about what the industry is going to look like once this pandemic is over. We can kind of foresee its end coming, not immediately, not tomorrow by any means, but with any business, it's always good to have a couple of months planned out. So yeah, it's time. It's time to start planning for what the world is going to look like after the pandemic is over. I know I'm not the only one that is excited for that to happen. But at the same time, we also do have to be very patient and just wait. Hey, Hungry Wolf, how you doing? How you doing? It's good to see you, buddy. Happy Monday. You almost forgot what? You almost forgot that the pandemic is almost over? Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh man, we're getting there. Not any too soon, you know, but we got to start planning for it. And so, yeah, I found this article I'll go over today about, like, you know, not only thinking about where our business is investing themselves for the future, but even professional finance investors. It's always good to see where those movements are going, because if you're going to forecast anything for a market, look where the money is going. Look where people are. Yeah, so Hungry Wolf, we do a meeting on Mondays at 5 Pacific, and then we do one on Thursdays at 2 Pacific. So we do two of them. The one on Mondays is not streamed, so that one's a little bit more, I don't know. Some people say it's a little bit more fun. I don't know. Some people say that the streamed day is more fun, and I was like, it's supposed to be the opposite. We all agreed to not stream on one of the days so that we could have a little bit more privacy and comfortability, that you know, we're not sharing our feelings with the world. But it tends that on Thursdays we have like the most controversial, wild conversations compared to Monday. But yeah, Hungry Wolf, if you are available, you should join us. It'll be a fun little chat. How was your weekend? How was your weekend, Hungry Wolf? And how has the tea been for you? I'd love to hear what your thoughts on the teas I sent you. And the matcha, I did send you a package of matcha. Let me know what you think of it. Have you played with it? Have you prepared it? Or have you even tried to cook with it? I know like a lot of people say I don't like to cook with ceremonial grade matcha because it's expensive, but that was free. So you don't got an excuse. You were allowed to cook with it. I'd love to hear your experience. Hey, Tea Sleuth, what's up, man? I'll be seeing you in a little bit in the Topia room. Yeah, you prefer privacy. That's cool. We respect that. And so that's why I did want to have one day that's not streamed. So yeah, when I finish streaming here, then I'll go to Topia. Playing some relaxing music today. I figured it's much needed. Not to say that today hasn't been relaxing. I have been enjoying a beautiful day here in Las Vegas. The weather is just perfect. Actually, the only reason why I'm wearing this jacket is because without it, the guy's cutting into me. Oh my God, he's cutting into my heart. Oh gosh. Oh good, I'm glad to hear that you're getting through the tea. Tea Sleuth, you forgot matcha exists? You're silly. You're just silly. You're just silly. All right, I'm drinking some tea now. I'm going to drink some tea. I'll let you guys see my tea that I'm drinking. So I'm drinking some beautiful tea here. This is a yellow rose called Yellow Rose. I'm actually not familiar with this tea. I do not carry this tea. This was just a gift that was given to me by one of my friends. It is an oolong. It is, I should look it up. I will look it up. The Sakui oolong is very nice. Oh, I like that. A little fruity with aroma reminiscent of jasmine or clover. Mmm. You make that tea sound very delicious. Huang Mei Gui. Huang Mei Gui. That's the name of this tea, Yellow Rose. This is a yang cha from Luishan. So, just like the Da Hong Pao and the Ro Gui. Hey, Laura, good to see you. Yeah, you like that? I'm talking, today is Dignified Hospitality. So I'm talking about hospitality and the future of dining. And this is it. This is the future of dining right here, Laura. But I'm just about to start brewing my tea right now. I was waiting for Nick to pop into this live. I'm sure he would love it. Okay, so it says that this is a hybrid of Huangguanyin, Yellow Goddess, which I've tried that one, and Golden Osmanthus cultivars. Science, innovation. Cool. Yeah, I'll be there. I'm gonna do a very short stream right now just to get it in. I like my commitments. Have a little fun with my friends on Twitch, and then I'll see you in Topia. Love you too, Laura. Tea Sleuth, what do you think about Hungry Wolf's tasting notes here? This is epic. So the Arunachal Assam, which is a green tea, and it's actually not meant to be smoky, but it inadvertently became smoky because the factory where they use wood firing for processing, the kill green step and the dryer, a lot of rural factories are using just wood firing heat to operate those equipments. They release a lot of smoke, and so ventilation is very important, but also very costly. So these farmers in Arunachal are actually new to the game. Arunachal is, even though Arunachal is home to some of the indigenous wild tea plants of India, the tea industry, as we know currently, is brand new in Arunachal. So there's not a lot of capital investments there to set up really nice factories. So the ventilation is very bad. And so that's why the tea is smoky. Not meant to be smoky, but it's nice. Some people actually like it. And you're right, it is in the vein of Lapsang Souchong, which another thing, Lapsang Souchong, like the real authentic OG stuff, is actually not smoked. And And if it is smoked, it's very lightly smoked. It's like a very subtle smokiness. So, you know, the lapsang souchong that we know in the West is a very westernized and for the most part flavored type of tea. But I do like that. It's more sandalwood incense than applewood smokehouse. Tea sleuth. I'm not normally fond of eating wood. Well, tea sleuth, we're not telling you to eat the wood. Come on. This is sandalwood incense. That's great. All right, I'm gonna get to drinking my tea. I'm looking forward to this. It should be very aromatic. Even the dry leaf is quite aromatic. I always wanted to see if I can get my nose in so that way you get the overhead sniff view. All right, I did not measure this out. I'm thinking that this is about 4 to 5 grams of leaf I've put in. The gaiwan is quite tall, quite big gaiwan here. Sniffing the wood seems better than eating it. Eric, you're on one tonight, aren't you? Oh man, oh it smells great already. It does remind me. It reminds me of both the Huangguanyin and the osmanthus, which that's what's that one called? Guihua Shang. Hey Heidi, how's it going? I'm just brewing up some tea, and then I am gonna start chatting about the future of dining. I'm gonna read an article about investments that are being made in the hospitality industry, which, you know, could be a good gauge of seeing where we'll see restaurants and that whole industry in the coming year. I hope you're having a beautiful Monday, Heidi, and I hope you had a great weekend as well. I am drinking some yellow rose yangcha. I am new to this cultivar. I'm not familiar with this cultivar, but in these places... Oh, Tea Sleuth, you've never tried this one either? Ah, that's a big one to stump Tea Sleuth on a tea that he's never had before, because I'll be honest, you know, we're very honored and privileged to have Tea Sleuth. I know he's gonna hate. Oh, and look, I'm not even here with you guys. I'm here. Don't worry, guys, I'm here. Tea Sleuth is like kind of a big deal. Like, he's gonna hate that I have said that, but Tea Sleuth, you're a big deal. You're a big deal in the tea world. He knows a lot about tea. He's drank a lot of tea. He's traveled to, you know, I wouldn't say that he's like extensively traveled, but he's traveled to places and studied deeply into categories of tea that most people overlook or don't take the time for. So I'm not a big deal. So yeah, I guess, Eric, then maybe dansangs and yanchas are not like your area of specialty. I would say heicha, very much heicha, and then after that would be Korean teas. Oh, you guys had a nice snowfall. Wow, good. I hope you have some tea. I'm sorry that you do not have the green tea from me because, yeah, there's some really great green teas. Actually, let me check if you got it. I can check the shipping right now as I'm talking to you. I mean, it still says that it was delivered. Oh, you did get the box. Yay! Yes, that says delivered, Hero. That's great. And you're going on a trip tomorrow? Great. Yeah, I put some nice green teas in there for you. I put some nice green teas in there. Unique stuff. I guarantee that you've never come across before. Similar to the Arunachal longleaf green that Hungry Wolf was mentioning on Twitch. Look at that. Wow, who wants to drink a cup of tea with me? Sorry. There we go. You can get a nice look. Look at that color. Wow. Wow. Sorry, the green screen is having issues. Oh, you got it today. Good, Heidi. I'm glad to hear that. I am so sorry for that mix-up earlier. Yeah, Hunan Heicha and Korean tea. Ooh, that's good tea. Something about yancha's. Yes, it is a very pretty tea. Compared to this hamburger here, not a pretty hamburger. Let me see if I can. This is my friend Nick. He might pop into the live here. Oh, Taff, yeah, come drink tea with me. Come drink tea. Taff, it's good to see you. Oh, what a cute pooch. Yeah, Eric, you are definitely a Hunan, Heicha, and Korean tea expert. Probably more so than anybody else. Definitely in our social tea circles. But I would even venture to say even in like the tea business circles as well. Tea Sleuth did have a tea business before. He does still actually technically have a tea business. And so if you have an interest in either Hunan Heicha or Korean teas, try to get in touch with him and he can, under the table, get it to you. He can help you get some nice teas to try out. Heidi, I'm so sorry if this picture is offensive to you. You can let me know. I'll try to I can switch up the filter. I just loved his expression as he's eating. It's like pure happiness. Oh yeah, this is good tea. I will brew another infusion. But no, Eric is a big deal. Tef, you're on one tonight too, huh? Tef says, I am the loser in the tea society since I use tea bags. Well, at least you're in touch with that truth. Oh man, this is such a good tea. Hey Mike, you want some tea? My brother is in town, hanging out. Okay, so Hungry Wolf says, I burned through 100 pack of jasmine. I'm guessing tea bags. Jasmine green in about 10 days. Hungry Wolf, I don't know. Until you experience better. Well, Tef, you better give me your address. At this point, we're strong enough friends. I need to send you some tea. I don't know if I can send you any tea wares because that'll get a little pricey, but I'd be happy to send you a little envelope of teas. And you can figure out how to brew them without a tea bag. And hopefully that'll change your perspective forever. That's good, huh? Yancha from Wishan. The cultivar that we don't... It seems to be a newer cultivar. I wonder when it was innovated. Let me see. It's a hybrid. Of Yellow Goddess and Golden Osmanthus. I don't know. It's not that expensive, Tef. I'll put it in a tiny little envelope. Yeah, but Hungry Wolf, the reason why I'd be concerned about drinking so much of the jasmine green is, well, one is the microplastics in the tea bags. It has been proven that there are microplastics in tea bags, even the paper-looking tea bags or, yeah, that releases a lot of microplastics that you end up drinking. And then if you don't care about microplastics, even if the tea is certified organic and you're drinking that much of it, I'd recommend to get some testing done on it because there are a lot of agricultural chemicals used in tea production, like a lot. So that's what I would be. Well, you know, Hungry Wolf, as long as you've surrendered yourself to the plastic way of life, like he said, I'm probably about 20% plastic by weight then, yeah. Yeah, even like the paper tea bags, those have plastics in it. Because you think about paper, it's like if you ever get paper wet, it just dissolves, right? So like how the heck does a paper tea bag stay? It's because they put like a very thin layer of plastic around the paper so it doesn't tear. You know, Hungry Wolf, I don't mean to like be a downer, you know. I end up being a downer a lot because of the stuff I have to share, but I am not discouraging you from drinking so much tea. I think that's a great idea. And, you know, I may have some teas that are priced much better for you that would, I mean, I do have jasmine. I have a jasmine green tea. I sell it for very cheap. It's very, very cheap. Yeah, I'm the Debbie Downer, Tea Sleuth. You're right. But yeah, I do have some, and I think that might be a good option. And then doing cold brew. So you're drinking so much of it. If you just constantly have like a gallon bottle in process of cold brew, you're constantly having tea. Yeah, but this is not a fad. You know, I definitely do not like to talk about nutrition fads. In fact, Friday night I streamed about that. That's what Friday's stream was about. But it's just about awareness, like more so than a diet fad, awareness of what we put on our bodies and how those things interact with us. And then even the tea bag itself is such a new invention for humanity, as are other things such as like sucralose and aspartame and all these other things that like people are consuming at very large scale without really understanding historical data about how human body interacts with it. But Heidi on Instagram says Guy wands are just as easy as tea bags. But I think in your case, Hungry Wolf, is probably just that you're drinking so much tea that, you know, what's locally available to you in the market or whatever is just those tea bags. But I sell like one, actually it's 2 kilos. I sell it 2 kilos at a time. It's a huge bag and it's like super cheap. That'll last you forever. Like a 2 kilo bag, even if you're having like a constant habit of drinking tea. That's why I say the cold brew. The cold brew would be the best method for keeping it stocked in your fridge. So Heidi, you're asking about Reddit. I go onto Reddit on Friday nights. I stream to Reddit on Friday nights. I may start doing more, but like it's a freaking beast. Like streaming to Reddit is a monster. And I'm grateful for it. Yeah, tea, so 2 kilos. It's a tea that you would not drink, tea. Eric, I know you won't drink it, so I'm not even going to try to sell it to you. Yeah, when I stream to Reddit, like 1,000 viewers, like last Friday, 1,100 viewers popped through, and it's a lot of questions, and I'm happy for it. I'm super happy, even if they're very elementary questions about tea, I'm super happy to receive those and to answer those. So I do want to keep up this weekly practice of streaming to Reddit. Well, there you go. I think this 2 kilos would last you about a year, Hungry Wolf, based off of how much you say you drink. But that would be it. But I'll hit you up before you buy new tea bags. Before you buy 2 new tea bags, let me know, and I'll make sure that you get some good tea. Bitcoin, do you want to come say hello? You want to come say hello? Come here. Come say hello to your friends. Oh, he's a baby. He's a baby. Okay, yeah, go on to Topia. I'm sure Sam is there. I'll hit there. I'll hit there soon. I'm just gonna run through this article and then I'll be there. Bit. That's cute. Yeah, Bitcoin will be on Topia too. Don't worry, Mr. Bit. Yeah. Oh, hey, Adam. How's it going? Good to see you on Instagram. I don't see you on Instagram too often. So yeah, you said that you just burned through a second flush 2015, a sample you got in January, almost. What do you mean you almost burned through? Like you almost drank it all in one time, or? No. So on Reddit, I am myself. Like Reddit is a very interesting social network. You can't really like be a business. You'll get trolled the heck out of there if you try to be a business, but you can be an entrepreneur. You can be yourself and say, this is my business, this is what I do. But you look for Peace Elise, and actually Peace Elise is my handle throughout the internet. Peace Elise. And the E's from Peace and Elise are the same. I just typed it in. Actually, you can just go to reddit.com/u/Peace Elise. Yeah, Reddit, I cannot be my business on Reddit. I can be my business everywhere else, including Twitch, even though I'm sure that there's some people on Twitch that feel like I shouldn't do this, but I feel like you can be your business and you can represent a business, but even on Twitch, you still have to like be yourself, or, you know, the people that are going to be involved in streaming have to be themselves. I think that's, no, it was a sample from 2015 when I worked at Starbucks and held on to it in a heat seal package and have been drinking it the whole winter. Wow, that must have been like a nice size sample. Usually when I get samples, they're just in these, you know, small things, which I don't want more than this for a sample. You know, just a few grams is enough to help out. Yeah, Turkey is definitely the highest tea consuming per capita country in the world. It always surprises people. But then Ireland comes next. Ireland's even more than UK, I think. A pound sample. Yeah. I don't call that a sample, I call that a purchase. But I guess Starbucks would need a pound for a sample. Well, that's good, you know, yeah. Properly stored tea stays good for a very long time. Shouldn't be an issue. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump over to this article. Let's get studious. Well, not so studious. This is kind of a fun article. Oh, Tef, oh, thank you. Thank you. And that's what my business is. My business is, at the end of the day, it is informational. At least that's what we're trying to do for the consumer, right? Because my business is not really trying to sell tea to consumers. My business is trying to empower businesses in their supply chain. So Twitch is a place, or Instagram Live is a place of talking to the consumer. I mean, I'm sure I talk to some business people and it helps with that. But for the most part, it's the consumer. So we have to inform people not just about tea and like this is tea and this is chai and this is masala chai and like those basics that I'm always educating on, but also informing about the lifestyle of tea. It is calming. It is relaxing. It is community. It is forward thinking. It is hard conversations. It's all of those things. So yes, Tef, thank you for being here for that. A pound from thousands of kilos. Yeah, that would be Starbucks sample. My sample is 7 grams. That's all you get. All right. So with the end of the pandemic in sight, investors eye casual dining. While the market for restaurants has been bifurcated so far, that's a new word for me. That could end as soon as foresee a return to in-restaurant dining. Oh, thank you, Heidi. I appreciate you. Yeah, if I was a good tea wholesaler, I would, you know, I'd be focused on building up, you know, this like credibility and brand around me being this all-knowing tea expert and writing tea books. But I don't know. I think we're into a new age now where that's going to be the last generation. And the new generation is going to be like real people, you know, because I think the industry is going to be highly fragmented. A lot of small businesses and owners of small businesses like to work with real people and they like to be treated like a real person. in business. So yeah, I've never even heard that word at all. In fact, I have to look it up right now. I'm not embarrassed to say that I don't have a good vocabulary, but it gets better every day. It means to divide into two branches or forks. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's like a forking. It's like a split so in the context of that line, it says, well, the market for restaurants has been bifurcated so far. That could end as some foresee a return to in-restaurant dining. All right, let me just get this so we can all read it. Forking. It's used a lot in French. Okay, see, I don't know French. Siphoned, fragmented, as you just said. Cool. I love learning new words. All right, let's get rid of this. Yeah, let's get rid of this. How do I get rid of this? There's an X right there. For much of the past year and before that, if we're being honest, the market for restaurants was different depending on what kind of service the concept deployed. Countered service was drive-through. That market has been hot. Got wait staff? Don't hold your breath for much. That could be changing. With the end of the pandemic in sight, as cases plunge and more people get vaccinated, some investors are starting to consider putting their money into full-service restaurants. I'm starting to see more and more folks who see the light at the end of the tunnel and are therefore ready to wade into the right situations. John Ben, Global Head of Consumer Food Restaurant and Corporate at Duff & Phelps. There are a good number of forward-looking investors with enough conviction to start to make investments into the full-service dining space. To be sure, the market remains different based on various factors. Fast casual chains with heavy concentrations in urban markets remain difficult to value, and fast food chains with drive-thrus remain the hottest concepts. Oh man, and we could just be having Hungry Wolf's pupusas on the side of the street. I wonder if they used it specifically. Well, everything's forked gag. Yeah, Hungry Wolf, that's right. At the same time, a growing number of industry observers view the market as increasingly favorable for full-service restaurants coming out of the pandemic. For one thing, there are fewer of them. Chains such as Ruby Tuesday, Logan's Roadhouse, and many others have trimmed locations, while large numbers of primarily full-service local restaurants have shut their doors. That has remained some of the concern of oversupply going into the pandemic. Yeah, that was definitely a situation. There's also a belief that consumers will return to full-service dining once the pandemic is over. People want to get back out and socialize. Jean Lee, CEO of Olive Garden. Well, yay, Olive Garden, said back in September. Anybody got any good Olive Garden jokes? I'm welcoming them now. Please bring them forward. Oh, yeah. A lot of people, that's like a recurring theme in all of my talks, is like the shame in being ignorant. Like, ignorance is something like all of us at one point or another in one subject or another are freaking ignorant, and that's okay. It's like we need to normalize that, because when we don't normalize it and we demonize it, is like, oh, God forbid, I don't know, you know? And so, like, instead of, like, really trying to dig in deep and learn something new, is like they avoid it just to kind of cover up the fact that they're ignorant on something, because so much shame that you're ignorant about something. It's like, there's no shame of it. So I'm like, I proactively do things like go to the dictionary to empower people to see, you know, like, there is no shame in that ignorance. There's none. And if you ever shame someone for being ignorant, I just caution just patience with that, because we all have different backgrounds. We all have different experiences. We can't know what is like common sense, or what we think should be common sense for one is not common sense for another. So we really have to just be patient on it. Just be patient. Oh, Heidi, yeah, learning is the fountain of youth. everybody trying to travel all over the world and pay for cosmetics and hire gurus to learn what the fountain of youth is. It's like, yeah, it's just playfulness and the willingness to learn. Yeah. Wall Street has generally seen seen it that way too. Darden stock is up 40% over where it was a year ago. That's the Olive Garden. And again, Olive Garden jokes are welcomed. Please bring them in. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if this was going to be a good or bad article, Hungry Wolf. I just saw this article and I'm like, oh, cool. They're talking about where investment money is going right now. And, it's kind of, I always like to keep my eye on where investments are going because that's how you can see, 6 months out or a year out where an industry might be going. It's not guaranteed, but, wherever money goes, that's where influence goes. So Darden stock is up 40% from last year, which is a surprise. Texas Roadhouse and Chili's owner Brinker International are up by similar levels. Red Robin Gourmet Burgers, Crackle Barrel, and Ruth's Chris Hospitality Group are also up over the past year, while Dine Brands Global, which owns Applebee's and IHOP, oh, those ones are classic, and Denny's are nearing... Applebee's, IHOP, and Denny's are all owned by the same parent company. Oh my god, barf. And they're nearly at a complete recovery of stock price valuation. How is this possible? I just don't get it. It's one thing to buy stock in a casual dining chain, another thing to buy one outright, but the market for mergers and acquisition also often follows Wall Street's lead. To be sure, a number of casual dining chains have been sold either for rock bottom prices or in credit deals out of bankruptcy. Quaker Steak and Lube was sold for $5 million. Wait, there's a business called Quaker Steak and Lube? Like, it's like a steakhouse where you can get an oil change? I'm curious of what this is. Sorry, guys, for the little sidetrack. Yeah, the lube. Their website is called thelube.com. But the Tillman Ferretti owned laundries reached a merger deal with special purpose acquisition company Fast Acquisition Corp that will take the owner of Del Frisco's and Golden Nugget casinos public. Fast has previously been looking for a fast food chain, and the entertainment concept Punch Bowl Social appears to be generating some interest in its bankruptcy sale. Ben, for his part, believes that the environment for full-service restaurants is expected to be choppy for the balance of 2021. Okay? But he said the demand is going to be strong as time passes. Whether it's Q3 or Q4, there's going to be a strong consumer bid in the market to go out to have entertainment. All these things are going to drive a nice recovery. But he adds, it will probably take into 2022 until we start to see 2019 levels achieved again. I mean, I would get it. I thought we were already seeing 2019 stock levels achieved. I don't know, like how... Oh, so the Quaker Steak and Lube probably was a place that you could go and get a steak and a oil change because they were all in truck stops. Which, I don't know. What are y'all's opinions on truck stop food? I grew up with my father loving truck stop food. It was a thing. Like, that was like our night to go out for dinner was totally to the truck stop place. Tef, do you guys have truck stops in Denmark with like diners in them? Oh, Hungry Wolf, your uncle runs a moving company. That's so funny. So the Steak and Lube is literally a place where you can get a oil change while you enjoy your steak. I never got a steak at the truck stop restaurants. I always got like other junk food. Heidi. Yeah, you used to love truck stop food. Isn't that so funny? Truck stops, not track stops, truck stops. So like here in the United States, and actually I've seen these all over the world on the main highways where the big trucks hauling stuff going around, they'll have strategically placed truck stops. Pretty much in the middle of nowhere in most cases. And that was the only opportunity you have to use the restroom or to eat, get snacks, fill up on gas, have a little steak and lube. A little steak and lube. But yeah, I probably wouldn't be. Hey, Nevada Restaurants Association, good to see you guys. I just went over an article about the financial world and restaurants. I don't know if you're here still. Hungry Wolf says, truck stop food is the way to go when you're on the road for 16 hours at a clip and you need 3,000 calories right now. Yeah, I guess my dad felt like we needed 3,000 calories right now a couple times a week when when I was growing up. Yeah, so they have showers there. The showers at truck stops are actually quite nice. I've used them often when I am traveling around for music festivals and such. It's like truck stop and bowling alleys. Those are like the two kind of like a cult restaurant. I wouldn't call it foodie. What is that called? Like, what's it called when you're like a junk food enthusiast? You're not a foodie, right? Because like I guess foodies identify with like being more gourmet, knowledgeable, expansive, multicultural in their food and enjoyment of food. But what are like truck stop and bowling alley restaurant enthusiasts called? I don't know. I wouldn't call it a foodie. Gourmand? Let me look this word up. Another word. I've seen that word before. I don't use it in my vocabulary. A person who enjoys eating and often eats too much.
Gourmand.
Gourmand. Yes. I am a truck stop gourmand. Yeah, diners. Gourmand is foodie. I mean, this definition says who eats often, too much. Foodie, I don't know if foodies are necessarily eating too much. Foodies may just like pick, you know? Yeah. It's not gourmet, gourmand. I get it. It seems very different. I mean, even on Google when I looked it up, all the photos are like this, like what we've got here with Nick eating this big hamburger. And by the way, I'll let you guys, maybe you guys can see it. What I've got on Instagram. I've got like my friend Nick eating this huge hamburger that I'm broadcasting from. I had to let Twitch know. Hey Tef, how's the tea room looking? Are you over there? Who's over there? I should just go, just so I can see who's there. Mute myself and run away from anybody who tries to talk to me. They come up to me like, hello. Hello. I'll run away. Oh my god, no. I'm streaming right now. Oh, there are people here. It looks like there's only one person there. Hello. Hello, Tef. You know, Tef, yesterday morning I woke up and... Well, get it on, Hungry Wolf. Get it on. I hope you have some nice fried rice. Good night, Heidi. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. Much love to you. Enjoy your teas. Let me know what you think of them, especially that aristocrat. That one's very special. And Hungry Wolf, yeah, enjoy your dinner. As I said, I hope there's some yummy fried rice in your future, because that's always my favorite thing to do with Asian takeout, leftover. No, yeah, Tef. Oh, there's 2 people, so it's probably Eric and Sam. I woke up yesterday morning, Tef. Nick sent me a message, an audio message, first thing when I wake up, and I'm like, oh, he sent me a message. Let me listen to it. And it's Nick. Hello. Oh, it's too much. It's too much. Hey, Adam, I don't know if you're doing anything right now. We do 2 weekly meetups in the Topia Virtual Tea House. We do one on Monday nights at 5, which I'm already, 30 minutes late to. I'm going to be heading out, going there soon. And then we do another one on Thursdays okay, so you're on Eastern. So we do Mondays at 8 o'clock and then Thursdays at 5 o'clock your time. But you have to access it from a computer using a Chrome browser. And the link is just topia.io/teahouse. Hello. But if you're free now, come now. That's where I'm going to stop streaming here and I'm going to move over there. And yeah, we hang out. It's casual. I don't stream on Mondays from the Virtual Tea House, just on Thursdays. So Mondays are, yeah, we're going to do it right now. You can go there right now and start moving around, seeing the tea house. There's already some people there hanging out, some tea peeps. And yeah, so Mondays is like when we could have more, intimate chat, maybe talk about more sensitive stuff. Although Thursdays we end up talking crazy stuff anyway while we're streaming, so it's okay. It's okay. A gourmand. I guess I am a gourmand. I do eat. Today is not a special occasion. It's today Monday. Today is Monday. Yeah, so Monday's at 8 p.m. your time, which is now. Yeah, it's happening now. It's not a special one. It's just normal Monday meetup. My stream being a little bit later is a little special, but I had other stuff I had to do earlier, so I couldn't stream at my usual time. And plus, there wasn't really a lot to update on. This is like a Women's History Month, so I may do a couple of streams in that theme. But today I just saw this article about investment. Just wanted to talk shortly on that. Play some relaxing music. Put Tef to sleep. All right. I should take you guys somewhere. This is I think she's relatively new. Oh, she's drinking a margarita. Hell yeah, let's go raid her. Say, drink some tea. Drink a margarita. Tea margarita. Scary Carrie. Quite contrary. I like that. All right, cool. Hey, Adam, we'll see you there. I'm gonna tune out now from Instagram. Oh, I think I see you. I think I see your little arrow there. I'll see you in the tea house, man. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Much love. All right, let's go get Scary Carrie, quite contrary. I've never rated her before. I've actually, I've gone to her stream a couple of times, but never had a chance to chat with her. And so I think today would be good. Today would be a good chance to go say hello, let her know about them tea vibes. Them tea vibes. I didn't even stream for an hour today, but that's good. Sometimes you guys don't need to be hearing me for 7 hours. All right. Let her know all about the tea love, all about the tea vibes. Let's go get her. And then, hey, come to Topia Tea House. We're going to be hanging out there for a little bit now. Much love, guys.